Hey everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. As you can see in today's video, I'm going to teach you how to make this octopus. This one right here, I have used 2 strands of 4-ply yarn with a 6mm hook, and this one 11.5mm crochet hook with a chunky yarn. So we will make this one in the video and decide a name for this octopus. His name is Donut and I don't know about this one. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and let's get started with this video tutorial. Okay, so grab your chunky yarn and you have to take your 11.50mm P hook. So we will start with the first round for the legs. You have to make 8 legs with this yarn. So make a magic ring. If you don't know any of the basic crochet stitches, kindly learn those first so it will be easy for you to understand this project. And then chain 1. After making a magic ring and a chain 1, what you have to do is, kindly excuse me for my hand please, just got a burn from oil. Now into this magic ring we have to do 6 single crochets. So into the center do 6 single crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. After completing 6 single crochets, we have to just shut the center and pull this yarn. Now into the next round, you make sure you should have your stitch marker here because we are going to work in a continuous round. So into the very first stitch, do 2 single crochets. 1 into, and 2 single crochet in each stitch all the way around. I'm going to put my stitch marker into the very first stitch here. Now work 2 single crochets all the way around. At the end of this round you should have 12 single crochets. So I'm going to complete this round and meet you guys in a moment. Okay, so I'm done with my second round, and now from round 3 to 5 you have to work 1 single crochet all the way around, total 12. So you have to work in a continuous rounds. So I'm going to start working my round 3. I'm going to place my stitch marker back on, 1 single crochet all the way around, then into round 4 1 single crochet again all the way around, in round 5 1 single crochet all the way around, and you should have total 12 single crochets in each round. So I'm going to complete these 3 rounds, round 3, 4, and 5, working 1 single crochet in each stitch all the way around, and then I'm going to teach you what we have to do next. So stay tuned. Okay, so after round 5, this is what your leg should look like. Now remove your stitch marker, and into the very first stitch we will do a slip stitch, and then we will chain 1 and cut our yarn, and then give it a nice snug. And this is what the leg will look like. You have to make 6 of these. So what I did, I have made 8 of these, and I have made 4 in gray color and 4 in green color because I wanted to make the base of this octopus with gray color. So when you are done with your last leg, do not cut your yarn off. Okay, make sure you do not cut your yarn off when you're done with your last leg. And we have to move a little bit aside, and now this is my last stitch of my last leg. So what I have to do is I'm going to count back 6 stitches from where I have ended. I haven't give a slip stitch here. So from this last stitch you have to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. And into your 6th stitch you have to give a stitch marker and mark your stitch. So this was the very last stitch of my 5th round of the leg, and then I counted back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, and I have marked the 6th stitch. Okay, so now insert your hook into your last stitch, and now we have to combine all the legs together. And to do this, you are going to take your next leg. You can attach anywhere if you wanted to, but I think the best part is to attach where we have made a knot and finished our round. This part right here. So what you have to do is make sure your yarn is at the back side, not to the front, to the back, and grab your next leg piece, which I am going to take the green one, and I'm going to insert the hook here where my round is ended. Insert the hook in, and then we have to do is 1 single crochet like that, and then 1 single crochet into the next 5, total 6. So this one was the first one. Unravel one more time. Kindly avoid this loop right here, just break that yarn accidentally. So this was the second leg. This was the part where I have finished my work. I don't cut these sew these tails in, because this will work kind of like a stuffing inside. If you wanted to cut them off or you wanted to sew these, you can go ahead and do this. So this is the point where we have finished this round. Insert your hook in, and then grab your yarn, pull it through, yarn over and pull it through like that. And now into the next loop, work 1 single crochet and 1 single crochet in 4 more, for total 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Like that. And now we are going to take the other leg again, and this is the point. Okay, so grab your next leg, and I'm going to start with the point where we have ended this round. So insert your hook into the next one. Make sure your yarn is back side, at the back side, not to the front side. Insert your hook into this point, and then just grab your yarn, pull it through and do a single crochet and single crochet into the next 5. So this was the first one, total 6. 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 like that. And now we have attached our 3 legs here, and now again I'm going to go ahead and add the green one, and this is the point where we have ended our leg. Insert your hook in, make sure your yarn is towards the back, insert your hook in, and then make a single crochet and 1 single crochet in next 5. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. For the total you should have 6 stitches in here, including this one. So this is how you have to attach all the legs all the way around. So I'm going to grab my next leg, which is going to be the gray one, and this is the point where we have ended our work. Make sure your yarn is towards the back. And then you have to do is 1 single crochet and 1 single crochet in next 5. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So I am going to be doing this all the way around, and then we will meet again, and then I'm going to teach you what you have to do next. Okay, so this is what your finished work will look like. All the legs attached, and now remember on the first one we put the stitch marker here to the 6th of our stitch. So now make sure none of your leg is twisted to the wrong side. Make sure they are all right side up. And now you have to remove your stitch marker and into this point insert your hook in. Make sure your yarn is at the back side, towards the back side, and then start doing again 6 single crochets, because remember we have left 6 stitches over here. We put a stitch mark on the 6th one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So when you count those stitches, you should have 48 stitches in total. And now we are starting our round. In this round, we are going to work into the back loops only. As you could see, we have 2 loops right here. We will insert the hook into the back loop, insert your hook in, and grab your yarn and do a single crochet. And you have to do this all the way around, and at the end of this round you should have 48 single crochets. Insert your hook in, grab your yarn and pull it through and do a single crochet working into a back loop only. So as you can see, you will see a little line over here. Insert your hook into the next stitch, working into the back loop. 1 single crochet all the way around. I'm going to meet you guys once I'm going to complete this round, and in total you should have 48 single crochets working into back loops only. Okay, so for the next round you have to do is work 1 invisible decrease all the way around. So what is the invisible decrease is that we have 2 loops right here. So into the front loop, insert your hook in, and now into the next stitch front loop, grab that loop, yarn over, pull through, and pull through both of these together. So we have did our first invisible decrease, and we have to do invisible decrease all the way around. So at the end of this round you should have 24 single crochets, because right now we have 48. So we will move to like half of these. Into the next stitch we have both of the loops here. Take the first loop, this one, insert your hook in, into the next front loop, next stitch is here, insert your hook into this front loop, grab your yarn, pull through, and then just do a invisible decrease. So this is what you have to do all the way around in each and every stitch. The dog is barking a lot. This dog is not mine, but my neighbor's. Okay, the front loop, in the next stitch, front loop, pull it through, and then pull through both of these loops together. I am so sorry for too much of the back noises. Okay, so this round, working decreases, invisible decreases, all the way around, and bringing our stitches to 24 in total. Right now, I'm decreasing each and every stitch, working an invisible decrease. And what invisible decrease does, it doesn't give you big holes here. And as we are working with the chunky yarn, if you go for a random decrease, it will leave a little gaps in here. So I'm going to work it like that, yarn over, pull through. So there are many videos on YouTube already on how to do a decrease, invisible decrease, and also you can go ahead and check out mine as well if you wanted to. So decrease each and every stitch all the way around, and I meet you guys once I'm going to complete my invisible decreases, and I'm gonna come back to the stitch marker here. Okay, so I'm done with my decrease round, and now into the next round you have to remove your stitch marker, work one single crochet in first 2 stitches, 1, put your stitch marker back on, 2, and then you have to do invisible decrease into the third one. So into the first loop of the next stitch, then into the first loop of the next stitch, yarn over and do your invisible decrease. Again, one single crochet in next 2 stitches, 1, 2, work invisible decrease into the next stitch. Sorry, I just pull it through into the first loop of the next stitch, and then into the next loop of the stitch, front loop of the stitch, yarn over and pull through. So the pattern is one single crochet, one single crochet, decrease, one single crochet, one single crochet, decrease, one single, and decrease. And this is what you have to do all the way around. At the end of this round you should have 18 single crochets in total. So I'm done with this round. In the next round you're going to work one single crochet and one invisible decrease, one single crochet and one invisible decrease all the way around. So this was my first single crochet for the next round. And now we are going to do is work one invisible decrease, one single crochet into the next stitch, one invisible decrease into the next, one single crochet into the next stitch, one invisible decrease into the next. So this is what you have to do all the way around, and at the end of this round you should end up with 12 single crochets all the way around. So I'm going to complete this round back to my stitch marker and meet you guys in a moment. So I'm done with this round. As you can see, this section is almost closed and we are nearer to this close point. Now into the next round you have to work one invisible decrease all the way around. Like in each and every stitch you have to decrease, and at the end you should left up with 6 single crochets in this round. So doing one invisible decrease all the way around in each and every stitch. This will be a little bit the harder round because the stitches will get a little tighter, but you can manage. I trust you guys. So working each and every stitch all the way around, doing a invisible decrease, and you should end up with 6 single crochets in this round. And this is the last stitch I have to decrease. Taking front loops of 2 stitches and then do a regular single crochet. And now at this point we are going to remove our stitch marker, and we are going to pull a little bit of longer tail, right? Pull it through like that, and take your needle, whatever needle you can easily pass your chunky yarn through. I don't know if it can pass through this one I have or not. Okay, it does. And now we have to close the center. To do this, you're going to take these loops right here of each stitch around. These are the front loops of these stitches. These are the both of the loops. I'm taking the front loop only, and the last stitch front loop. Then you have to just make it tighter, and then you have to just pass it through towards the inside, the wrong side, and this is the wrong side, this is the right side, and you have to make a knot in here, and then I'm going to leave this tail inside. It will work as the stuffing as well, because I don't cut the ends, because these will work kind of like a stuffing later on. So this is how this is the base of our Mr. Donut, and this is what we are done with right now, all done at the base. And now we are going to start the top part of our cute little octopus, so stay tuned. Okay, so now I am back to the green yarn, and now we have to work to the top part of our octopus. So you have to grab any of your legs. I prefer this because I'm starting with the green, so I'm going to start up with the green leg. If you're working with a same color, you can start it up anywhere you wanted to. And now here you can see, let me focus. Okay, so here you can see we have this little loop here where we did this knot. Ignore this one, and after this we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 stitches over here. This one where we did a knot, ignore this one, and after this you will see we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So into the 6th one, insert your hook in, and then we are going to put our yarn into this here, pull it through, chain 1, and work 1 single crochet here at the same space where we attach our yarn, and work 1 single crochet in next 5. For the total we have to work 6. So we have the first one, then into the next, that's 2, 3, I'm just hiding this tail right now, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Now first, don't forget to put the stitch marker on your very first stitch. Okay, and now we have to do is one single crochet decrease. Now into this remaining stitch, insert your hook in, and then just grab your yarn, pull it through, and then into the next leg here you can see this part, or you can count back the 6 stitches like I did before. 1 2 3 4 5 6, and this is the 6th one. So before this one, insert your hook in to this one and grab your yarn. You have 3 loops, yarn over and do a pull through. So this is kind of like a decrease, which is attaching 2 legs together, and then work 1 single crochet into the next 6 stitches. 1 2 3 4 5 and 6. Now here you will see another loop is here. Insert your hook in and do a decrease one. So we are actually starting decrease to this leg and ending into the next one. So insert your hook into this loop. Okay, so my hook is not getting in. Okay, it's done. Yarn over, pull through. You have 2 loops in your hook. Into the next one, you can see this one, the connecting one. Insert your hook into this one. Yarn over, pull through. You have 3 loops, and pull through all 3 loops together. Again, 1 single crochet in next 6 stitches. 1 2 3 4 5 and 6, and then again you have to do a decrease, starting into this leg, ending into this one. Into the next stitch, insert your hook in, grab your yarn, pull through, and there you can see there is a stitch which is connected to this part. Insert your hook into this one, yarn over, pull through. You have 3 loops, yarn over and pull through all 3 loops together. So this is what you have to do all the way around till you get back to the first stitch, and at the end of this round you should have 56 single crochet in total. So I'm going to meet you guys just in a moment. Okay, so when you are back to this round, when you're at the finishing point, you have to do your last decrease. Okay, so this is your starting point. So into the next stitch, after you work your 6 single crochet, insert your hook, grab your yarn, pull through. Now this is our beginning stitch, so this is the stitch. Insert your hook in, grab your yarn through, and then you have 3 loops, and I make sure that I keep these loops tighter a little bit because I really don't want a big giant holes here. So this is what your work will look like right now. Doesn't look good, I know that, but it will, trust me on this. So for the next round, okay, so starting the next round, you're going to do, first remove your stitch marker, and into your very first stitch, just skip this chain 1, and into your stitch, do a single crochet, 1 single crochet in each of the next 5 stitches. So 1 2 3 4 and 5. After doing a 5 single crochets, you are going to do is 1 decrease, which is going to be obviously an invisible decrease. I prefer invisible decrease more. Insert your hook into your next stitch front loop, into the next stitch front loop, yarn over and pull through. Work 1 single crochet in next 5 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And now you have to do is work 1 invisible decrease again, and one single crochet in each of the next 5 again. So this is what you have to do all the way around in this round. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Did I do the 5? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then invisible decrease. So this is what you have to do all the way around. So I'm going to meet you guys once I'm going to complete my stitches till this mark. Okay, so at the end of this round you should have 48 single crochets, and now we have to do the next round, which is going to be decreasing each and every stitch all the way around, and then you have to bring your stitches to 24, because right now we have 48. So starting it with a invisible decrease, I prefer that one, and if you don't want it to, you can go ahead and do a regular decrease stitch, but I don't know, it's look kind of like cute. So working invisible decrease all the way around in each stitch, and at the end you should have 24 single crochets. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you're new on my channel. Hi! Don't forget to give a thumbs up to this video if you liked it. And there is like a really bad heat wave here, and right now I'm sweating a lot, but for you guys I'm making this video because it's been a long time I haven't made a video on my channel, because the summer is like too bad this time in Pakistan. Really bad. So working invisible decrease in each stitch all the way around, and I'm going to meet you guys once I am going to done with this round of decrease. So working this decrease all the way around. So this is what your work will looks like, and again we have to work decrease round. So remove your stitch marker for the next round and do 1 single crochet into the next 2 stitches. Put your stitch marker back on. 2, and into the next we have to do a decrease. So again working invisible decrease into the next stitch. Work 1 single crochet into the next 2 stitches. 1 and 2. Work invisible decrease into the next one. Work 1 single crochet into the next 2 stitches. 1 and into the next one, and work 1 invisible decrease into the next one. At the end of this round you should have 18 single crochets in total. So once I'm going to complete this round, I'm going to meet you guys just in a moment. Working 1 single crochet into the next 2, and then a invisible decrease. It's going to be a giant octopus. So I'm going to complete this round and meet you guys just in a moment. Okay, at this point I prefer you to fill in your legs with the stuffing, bit if you are making it with a regular yarn, but I am using right now a chunky yarn, so I'm not going to fill my legs right now. It's just because it will get too heavy for me to work with. And we are done with our decrease rounds, so now we are going to starting up working up with this increase part, the increase rows. So to do this, before you can go ahead and fill in the legs if you wanted to, but for the chunky yarn users, for the one who will make it with the chunky ones, I recommend not to fill in right now because it will get more heavier for your hand to handle this project. And as you can see, like, we are not used to, in daily basis, we are not really used to work with the larger hooks, so it will be harder for you to work with. And now we are going to start the increasing rounds, the increasing rows. So now the next round, remove your stitch marker, keep it aside, and then you're going to work one single crochet into the next 2 loops. Put your stitch marker into your first stitch, 1 and 2, and work 2 single crochets into the next stitch. So into the next stitch, work 1, and into the same stitch, work 2 single crochets. So it's 1, 1, 2 all the way around. 1 single crochet, 1 single crochet, then 2 single crochets, 1 and 2, like that. 1 single crochet in next 2, and then work 2 singles into the next loop right here, 1 and 2. And this is what you have to do all the way around. At the end you should have again 24 single crochets. Okay, so this is what your work will looks like. And now into the next round, remove your stitch marker and work 1 single crochet in next 3 stitches. That's 1, 2 and 3, and you have to do 2 single crochets into the 4th one, 1 and 2. At the end you should have 30 single crochet in this round. 1 single crochet in next 3, 2 and 3, work 2 single crochet into the 4th one, 1 and 2, 1 single crochet into the next 3, 1, 2, 3, and 2 single crochet into the 4th one. This is what you have to do all the way around. At the end you should have 30 single crochets. Okay, so this is what the round looks like. And now the next increase round is a little bit different. So into the first one, do a single crochet, into the next stitch do a single crochet, and into the 3rd stitch we are going to do 2 single crochets, 1 and 2. And the starting and the ending of this round is different, and the center section is different. So we have started with the 2 single crochets and an increase, and now we are going to do is work 1 single crochet in next 4 stitches, 1, 2, 3 and 4. And now into the next stitch we have to do 1 increase, so 2 single crochets into the same space, 1 and 2. Kindly ignore this thing because I just ran out of my yarn ball and I attached the new yarn to this. And again we will do 1 single crochet next 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and work 2 single crochets into the next. And this is what you have to do all the way around, and I'm going to meet you guys at the end to teach you what you have to do in the end of this round. So once you're back to your beginning point, you will see that we did a 4 single and then 2 into the 5th stitch. So when you're back to the beginning, you will see you have last 2 stitches left, and into last 2 stitches you have to work 1 single crochet in each. At the end of this round you should have 36 single crochets, and this is what your work will look like. Kindly avoid this thing, please. So for the next round you have to remove your stitch marker, work 1 single crochet in next 5 stitches, and then work a increase into your 6th stitch. One, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And now into the next stitch you have to do 2 single crochets. So into the next, work 1 and 2 into the same space, work 1 single crochet in next 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Into the next stitch you have to do 2 single crochets. 1 and 2. And this is what you have to do all the way around till you reach back to your stitch marker. Okay, so this is what the round will look like. At the end of this round you should have 42 stitches. And now remove your stitch marker. And again you have a different increase round. This time we will do 1 single crochet in next 3 and 2 into the 4th, and then the center section you have to work 6 single crochets and then the increase all the way around. So into the very first stitch, work 1 single crochet, put your stitch marker back on, 1 single crochet into the next stitch, 1 single crochet into the 3rd stitch, and work 2 singles into the next stitch. 1 and 2. And from now to the end you have to work 1 single crochet in each of the next 6 stitches, and into the 7th you have to increase all the way around till you reach to the end point where you should have 3 stitches left. So into the next 6 stitches work 1 single crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And then into the next stitch you have to work 2 single crochets. 1 and 2. And this is what you have to do all the way around till you reach back to the beginning stitches. Now I am back to the beginning of this round, and you should see that we have 1, 2, and 3 stitches left at the end. Work 1 single crochet in each of these, and you should have 48 single crochets in total. And this is what the work will look like right now. Now we are going to make the head part. Okay, for the next round we have to do 1 single crochet in 7 stitches. Put your stitch marker back on. and increase the 8th one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And into the 8th stitch you have to do 2 single crochets, 1 and 2. And this is what you have to do all the way around, working 1 single crochet into the next 7 stitches, and into the 8th stitch you have to do 2 all the way around. And at the so this is what your work will looks like, and at the end of this round you should have 54 single crochets. Remove your stitch marker. For the next round is going to be a little bit different, which is going to be the start and end will be the different, and the center will be the same. So work 1 single crochet in next 4 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, and work 2 single crochets into this stitch right here, your 5th stitch. And from now on till you reach to the end, you have to do 1 single crochet in next 8 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And into the 9th stitch you have to do 2 single crochets. So work 1 and work 2 into this 9th stitch. So this is what you have to do all the way back to the beginning. So this is what your work will looks like, and when you reach to the end you will see you have last 4 stitches left. Now into these 4 work 1 single crochet in each, and at the end of this round you should have 60 single crochets total. And now we have to make 10 rounds working 1 single crochet round and round and round and round and round and round. So what I do, I remove my stitch marker, then I put my first stitch in, which is 1 single crochet. I put my stitch marker over here, right into these 2 bars, because now I'm going to use the 2 stitch marker. This will stay here till I reach to my 10th round, because I can easily then count where did I start my continuous working rounds. So there are no more increases or decreases from now on. So what you have to do is keep going, work 1 single crochet in each round all the way around till you reach to your round 10. So this is your first round here, and now you have to make 10 more rounds working round 1 single crochet in each all the way around. So I'm not going to remove this stitch marker, but when I'm going to come back into the stitch, I'm going to place another stitch marker which will tell me that this is my beginning row. So I'm going to finish my 10 rounds of 1 single crochet in each for the total of 60 single crochets, and then I'm going to meet you guys, and then I'm going to teach you what we have to do next. So till then, I'll be back in a blink of an eye. Okay, so this is what your work will look like after you complete 10 rows, and here I have put my stitch marker so I can count that I am done with my 10 rows. Now at this point you can choose anywhere here at any point. You can go ahead and put the eyes on. So all you have to do is count back 5 rows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here, this is the 5th row. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take another stitch marker. Okay, I'm going to remove my stitch marker. I don't need this one anymore. So wherever you wanted to create the face, you're going to count back 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Into the 5th row, I'm going to mark the stitch right now. You can go ahead and put the eyes on if you use the plastic ones. I'm just going to make a sleepy eyes with the black yarn stick on this yarn, so I don't need to place them right now. I'm going to place them on at the end. If you are using the proper eyes, you can go ahead and add these now, and then you have to skip like around 5 to 6 stitches between 2 eyes. Okay, so now let's move to our next round. Now starting our next round is going to be a decrease round, which is the second last stitch. I forgot to make this one. Okay, so for the decrease round, we're going to use a round which is a little bit different. So now into the next first four, we have to do 1 single crochet in each. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And now into the next one we have to do is invisible decrease. So insert your hook into the very first loop of your next stitch, insert your hook into the first loop of the next stitch, yarn over, pull through, and then pull through 2 loops. And now from now on till you come back to the starting point, we have to do 1 single crochet in next 8 stitches and then a decrease. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And into the next one we have to do is invisible decrease. So into the very first loop of this next stitch, into the first loop of the next stitch, yarn over, pull through, and pull through. And this is what you have to do till you come back to the beginning point. When you come back to the end, you will see you have last 4 stitches left. You have to work 1 single crochet in all of these 4 stitches. And at the end of this round, you should have 54 single crochets. Now another decrease round, because now we have to close this top part. I'm not stuffing in right now. Now the next round will be 7 single crochet and a decrease. So you have to work 1 single crochet in each of the next 7 and then 1 invisible decrease. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then you have to work invisible decrease. Insert your hook to the front loop of the next 2 stitches and then do a regular single crochet. At the end of this round you should end up with 48 stitches. I'm going to complete this round and meet you guys in a moment. And this is what my workspot looks like right now. And now we have to start a different round, a little bit different than this previous round. You have to work 1 single crochet next 3. We are working a decrease round. 1, 2, 3, and then you have to do 1 invisible decrease, and then you have to do till the entire round work 1 single crochet in next 6 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and then you have to decrease the 7th stitch. And this is what you have to do all the way around till you come back to the stitch marker. Okay, now I have finished with this round. At the end you should have 3 single crochets, and you have to work one in each. At the end of this round you should end up with 42 single crochets, and at this point we are going to stuff in our stuffing. So first we have to stuff in the legs. So here I have some of the stuffing. And in each of these legs you have to fill in a nice and proper stuffing. So I'm going to stuff each of these legs right from here, and then I'm going to meet you guys in a moment. Right now I have stuffed this bottom properly, but not the top right now. I have filled it a little bit lighter right now. It's just because I'm going to fill in up more later. And now the next round is going to be 1 decrease all the way around. Like you have to decrease each stitch all the way around. And at the end of this round you should have 21 single crochets. So working invisible decrease all the way around in this round. Starting with the first one. And close all those stitches and keep doing 1 decrease stitch all the way around, and I'm doing a invisible decrease all the way back to the beginning stitch. So I'm going to complete this round and meet you guys just in a moment. Okay, so this is what the work looks like after you do 1 decrease all the way around. And this is my cute little octopus right here. Not the little, it's a giant octopus. So this is what I have did. I just fill it up till the top right now. And now we are going to do is we will do 1 single crochet in next stitch and then decrease into the next one. So work 1 single crochet into the next stitch, and then you have to do is invisible decrease into the next one. Then again 1 single crochet into the next one, and invisible decrease into the next one. And this is how you have to do all the way around. Okay, so this is what the work looks like, and now we have to do is 1 single crochet decrease again all the way around. So pull it through and then start decreasing again all the way around, starting with the very first stitch, yarn over and pull through, because all we have to do is just close the center this is what we have to do all the way around to close the center. Now we are at the end, and you should be left with the 8 or 6 stitches, and then this is the final chance for you to fill in your octopus. So whatever you think that the filling is left, you can go ahead and add in your filling for the top of his head. And then you have to just close the top off with the yarn needle. Okay, I'm done with my filling, and now we have to take our needle and then sew this top close. So all you have to do is cut a long tail, pull this through and give it a nice tight snug, and then we have to close the top. So take your needle in which your chunky yarn can fit easily, and then again you have to do is take these loops, pull your yarn through these top loops, then you have to just pull all of this into the center and voila, close. And now all you have to do is from inside just go through anywhere right towards the base, because I don't want to give a knot at the top. So I am passing my yarn through towards the down section. Don't forget to give this octopus a really good name, as I have told you in the start of the video. If you're new on my channel, don't forget to subscribe. And right here to his neck part, just grab any stitch and then just make a knot. This is how I do it. It's depend how you want it to do. And then what I do is I don't waste my yarn. I just take this yarn and then just take my any of these little hooks and then just press this yarn in. This will also work as kind of like a stuffing. It's optional. If you want to do it, you can go ahead and do it. So I'm going to stuff this, and then we are going to go on and put the eyes into our octopus and see. Ta-da! Okay, so this is how our octopus looks like. Sorry to shiver my camera a lot because I am just playing with the octopus. Okay, now it's time to put the eyes on. So remember, we put the pin right here. We are going to remove that pin from our fixed stitch, and here I'm going to just take a fabric glue and make a eyes, the sleepy ones. It's I don't have any pattern for this, I just made it like that. And then I'm going to take a black yarn, put this yarn to this on this glue, and I'm going to cut the excessive yarn, and then if you want to, you go ahead and shape it a little bit like that. And now we have to skip around 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 stitches, and then I'm going to make another part of the eye. It's okay with this glue, it's just it will get vanished, so don't worry about this. Just take your yarn and put it like that, and then trim off the excess. Oh wow, I'm not going to edit this video, trust me on this. That was a blooper. Okay, like that. And now we have to give it a really good smile to this cute kitty pud. So we have to skip 1 2 1 2 stitches, a 1 2 and 1 2 from both of these sides, and into the center I'm going to create a smile. And this is it. I hope you have enjoyed today's video tutorial, and for more, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. And if you're new, please show some love, and into the comment section down below, give this cute little buddy a really nice name. If you wanted to know how did I made the hat for Mr. Donut, all you have to do is comment into the comment section down below. And this is it. Our cute little octopus is done. A giant version of a little octopus, and this is the giant one and this is the smaller one. So I hope you have enjoyed today's video tutorial. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel for the time, and you'll love to my videos and channel. Thank you so much everyone. Take care. Bye bye.